Let me talk to you.
Welcome to another exhilarating episode of Sofa King Smarks podcast. My name is Chet Von Chesky. I am here with the wonderful Nate Smythe, the beautiful Nate Smythe, the number one car salesman in the Northeast of the North Americas.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
I'll allow it.
He'll allow it. And we're just coming off the Royal Rumble weekend. You had a big weekend with the other co-host of ours who was out on assignment this week with Mama Mark. Y'all had a good weekend together. I hear y'all up to some shenanigans watching the old Royal Rumble.
It was quite a lovely weekend until the end of it, which we will not discuss.
Oh man, yeah, I'm not going to bring that up.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah, man, we had a good weekend. Hoovy really liked Delaware. It was cold, which he's not used to. And we live out in the country where there's nothing around, so he was just taking it all in, man. It was good.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, coming out of the Royal Rumble, it's a little somber with the CM Punk news. He's not going to be up for WrestleMania. I know you messaged me after we spoke about it yesterday that you were a little less pumped about Mania. Still going to be a great show. I think you'd have a good time either way. It's just heartbreaking news. That was one of the two matches I was most looking forward to, and that's now off the books. So they didn't really give us any hint of where they were headed in the direction of what to do with Seth Rollins on Monday night. They make us think they're going to swerve us with Cody Rhodes, but we all know that's bullshit, right?
Bullshit.
Yeah,
and speaking of news, Chet, I will wait until news. But right before we came on the air, I heard some breaking news that may have something to do with that Seth Rollins match at WrestleMania.
Oh,
we're going to make him wait.
Nice.
We're going to make him wait.
Right, make him wait.
Yeah.
You know who didn't make him wait? Vince McMahon. Said you're going to come right now.
Or I'm going to shit all over your face.
Yeah, if you're living under a rock or a bridge and you're unaware, last week Vince McMahon had some huge allegations levied against him. It's nothing to joke about, even though we're going to. That's part of the business. Sometimes you just get in the business and you have to do what you got to do. But it's a shitty situation, no matter how. Sometimes some people get pissed off, some people get pissed on. I don't. Either way, Vince is out. He's stepped down from TKO. He's no longer with his company, and for the first time in can't remember how many years I read online, there's not a McMahon running the WWF/E.
71 years.
71 years.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. I thought this man was going to die in Gorilla.
Yeah. I thought he already was. I thought they were Weekend at Bernie's in that motherfucker.
He looks like it. Yes. The video of him in Saudi Arabia when he went to the boxing fight.
Yeah.
And Undertaker's it's like his walker. Yeah, he's on a cane. Yeah. Dude, Mr. Herbert and Family Guy looks like he gets around better than him.
I tell you what.
He's less creepy than McMahon.
Yeah. I tell you, I thought he was dead, but man, some of those messages he was sending, we here at Sofa King Smarts do not condone that.
No.
Wow, that shit was crazy.
That's nuts. Defecating on someone, pawning them multiple executives to do what they want.
Naming dildos after wrestlers?
Yeah, naming dildos after, I got the one with the skinny head and the big bulbous body. I call it Kurt Angle.
I always knew something was up with that guy, brother.
Yeah. And then I got this big veiny bastard. And call him Bobby Lashley.
I got one with a singlet on, and I call him Andre the Giant.
Yes, I got one. I got one with a little bit of pink on it. Yeah, I like to stick it up her ass. I call it Brett the Shit Man. Hi,
Brett the Shit Man Fart.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent.
That's why I'm here.
Yes, sir. Oh, man. All right, so let's move on from what was a horrible bit of news from last week, and let's get into what overall I thought was a pretty excellent show, the 2024 Royal Rumble from Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, Florida. What were your thoughts overall about the Rumble?
I could not believe that they were only giving us 4 matches. But when it happened, I was ecstatic. I loved it.
Yeah,
I thought they did it. I thought that they were booked properly. I felt like it was a little weird that Roman went on second.
that was odd.
Because you know he's not losing the title, even if it's a 4-way. He's not losing second. But other than that, I mean, a couple botches in the women's rumble, but you know it is what it is.
Absolutely.
Jordan Grace. We got some Jordan Grace from TNA. We had the big girl.
Jade Cargill was
That's the one.
Part. Jordan Grace got me pumped too because she's a big hoss. Like, and my brother had no idea who she was, and he was like, "Oh my god, who is this?" And then he was like, "She's a powerhouse."
I've never seen her wrestle before, but she was good.
Yeah, she was.
And Hoovy kept telling me she could work, and by God, he was right.
Yeah, I mean, her elimination was phenomenal. Getting the KOD on the apron.
That's the hardest part of the ring, Chet. I'm not sure if you knew that.
Thank you for letting me know that, dude. I can now die a happy man and a knowledgeable man.
That's the hardest part of the ring, dude.
Unlike my limp noodle brother in the Gawker video, dude.
That's why they give us pills, dude.
And that's why I'm now sponsored by Blue Chew, dude.
Oh, Blue! I found a Blue Chew wrapper in the parking lot of the
Are you
cigar
having trouble
lounge.
keeping your Hulkamania up, brother? We'll take some of these blue vitamins here, dude.
That's what I was just getting ready to
say. We'll have your dick rocking like it's the 80s all over again, brother.
We're going to train, say our prayers, and eat our Blue Chew vitamins, dude.
Oh my boy. Goodness. Yes, sir. All right. So this Royal Rumble, the pacing was off, and overall, I thought that everybody in the Royal Rumble was probably going to be, was going to be in it. And just the way they all came out was odd to me, especially when it started off with Natalya and Naomi. As you already know, Natalya is my least favorite wrestler.
Least favorite.
Least. I'll watch a Ryback marathon, and that's saying some shit.
Yeah, I saw a thing online, and I really agreed with it. It said, we need to bring back CFO $, because when music hit, people had to wait to see who it was because nobody's music is recognizable.
A lot of it's interchangeable.
Yeah, and you hear it and you're like, who is this again? I don't know who this is. We need, as soon as that music hits, you got to know who's coming out that curtain.
Yeah,
because it takes away from it if you have to wait for the name to come up or something. I don't, Jordan Grace, all right, I get it. Cargill, understandable. But like some of them, you're just like, who is this again? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I hated it.
My brother, because Jordan Grace came out to like Sirens, and my brother's like, is this Big Papa Pump? I was like,
yes,
that was awesome, dude.
It is Big Papa Pump.
Yeah, smoke a fatty for the big voodoo daddy or whatever the hell he was talking about.
He didn't even know what he was talking about.
No, he didn't have a damn clue. That dude went on to run a Shoney's.
Seriously?
Yeah, he actually ran the only Shoney's in America, Ackworth, Georgia. Scott Steiner was the general manager and proprietor of Shoney's, and it was the only Shoney's in the entire nation with an alcohol license. Beer and liquor license.
That makes sense.
It is now, unfortunately, out of business.
I was going to say, we used to go to Shoney's all the time in West Virginia.
Oh, yeah, we used to have Shoney's here, too. It was dope. Hit that breakfast buffet, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, that's phenomenal. Get those powdered eggs. But they tasted so good. So good. But man, this Women's Royal Rumble overall was a total botch fest. It seemed like everybody came out, and my brother said, he was like, why does everybody seem like they told each other what they wanted to do, but then never spoke about it again for the rest of the week? And then just came out there and thought they were going to fucking pull it off.
They did not practice at all.
Like that Maxine Dupree botch was bad. It was.
And then they tried it again.
Because when it happened, my brother was like, that was totally Bailey's fault. And I was like, no, the fuck it wasn't. That was Maxine's fault. And he goes, all right. I was like, watch. And then they go try it again, and he's just laughing hysterically. I'm just going, whose fault was it? Who? Which one? He's like, Maxine. It was Maxine's fault.
Yeah. She's
And
not good.
no, but she looks good. She does look good.
Uh,
She looks wonderful.
could be a future award winner.
Oh, she could be. Very well be. But one thing was the crowd was hot for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, all the superstars, they were working their ass off. They were out there busting their bums, and Bailey ended up getting the win, coming out of the third position. The final three being Morgan Jade Cargill, who had a pretty good showing for how poorly she looked as a wrestler in AEW. That was the best she's ever looked in a wrestling ring, by far.
Yeah. She laid around a lot, but I think that was just to kind of catch her. She was probably nervous.
That too. But when she came out there and just picked Nia Jax's big ass up, that got the crowd up.
I called her Grimace, and my fiance started cracking up. She's like, you're so rude. And I was like, yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. But overall, Bailey going on to WrestleMania 40 as the 2024 Royal Rumble winner. I'm assuming she's going to face Io Sky. Obviously, we're going to talk about it later, but I think they're just, Triple H is just wasting time with the Rumble winners to later on advertise them for another show to pop a rating for them to announce who they're going to fight. That's all this is. In the next match, we had the Fatal 4-Way for the Universal WWE Heavyweight Championship of the world, universally known worldwide. Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief, versus L.A. Knight, yeah, versus Randy, versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. I thought overall this was a really good match. Just kind of ended.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It just kind of stopped. It's like that was the end.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, there was a couple near falls. I never thought Roman was losing, but the one where either the ref got pulled out or Styles got pulled out of the ring, can't remember. It just happened because Roman wasn't moving. So that person, if they didn't pull him out of the ring, his shoulders were going to be on the mat. Yeah, that was the closest it got me in that entire match. And I thought out of everybody, LA Knight looked the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it a lot. But like I said earlier, it was just real weird they put him on second, but it is what it is.
When I was telling my brother, I think that they're putting on second because somebody in this match is probably going to come out for the Rumble later, which didn't happen. I just figured they were giving them time to rest. I don't know. It's just odd.
It wouldn't have put it past him of putting Roman at 30, so he didn't have to fight anybody at Mania. Thank God that didn't happen.
That son of a bitch.
The IWC would have lit themselves on fire.
I don't know. What would have lit them on fire more? Roman coming out or Brock Lesnar coming out?
Well, that would have just made everybody else upset because he likes videos of women peeing.
I was going to say everybody was going to piss their pants.
And then he'd call him a bitch.
And then he'd call him, yeah. And then take him to Suplex City.
Hell yeah.
He's still in their pee pants because that's what he's into.
I mean, the texts don't lie, brother.
No. And then the third match of the night, it was what I thought was my favorite match, was Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens, the prize fighter. This match was great.
Agreed. Yes. It was very good.
Yeah, dude. The near fall, I thought Kevin Owens was going to win. Just the way it was in it, I was like, he's not kicking out. He's hitting with the brass knuckles. And then when the ref pointed at his hand, and me and my brother just were like, oh, at the same time. It was just so well done. None of us were ever going to pick Kevin Owens on the scorecard via disqualification.
It was the first time in history a referee has ever caught somebody after they used the brass knuckles.
That is a good point. That's a good point.
They've never, because they usually tuck them in their waistband. Something.
Yeah.
He just kept him. I was like, why did he keep him on his hand? And the referee's eyes got real big. He was like, oh.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was pretty good.
It was really good.
Yeah, Logan Paul retains. Hopefully, he sets up some kind of program with LA Knight going into WrestleMania. That's what I'd like to see. That's what a lot of people would like.
They were going back and forth before and I'm hoping they revisit that.
Yeah, they had a good back and forth leading up to Money in the Bank.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That was when LA Knight was hot fire.
Fire.
Yeah, he'll get back there when he wins that U.S. Championship at WrestleMania.
Philly's
If my
gonna
mark
go.
math serves me correct, carry the mark. Yep. Yeah. U.S. title
Yeah.
win. WrestleMania 40. All right, then the main event of the Royal Rumble, the namesake of the Royal Rumble, the Men's Royal Rumble. Oh, let's see here. We start off with both the Usos. That was a good 1-2 start. I enjoyed that. Didn't
I
even
like
think
it
about
too.
that on the scorecard as an option. Then when you see it happen, you're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, not bad.
As soon as he came out one, Hoovy goes, Jimmy's too. And I'm
Yeah.
like, nah. I thought they would hold them apart till Mania, but I was wrong.
No, they let them go at it here. It's pretty good. So
Yeah.
husband and wife both came out at number 2 in the Royal Rumbles.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Only one of them
Enough.
could drive them home. Yeah.
Zing.
Yeah.
Bazinga.
Bada bam. Let's see here. There was a few surprises in this Royal Rumble. Let's see here. We had Carmelo Hayes, which wasn't really a shock, but you know.
Mm-hmm. You know
And
what?
then,
We skipped something from the women's rumble we should have talked about.
oh man, we sure did.
R-Truth came in at 24
That was
and got
amazing.
eliminated. And then he said, "Are you sure all the women there are women?"
Yes, R-Truth is the second WWE superstar to ever compete in the men's and women's Royal Rumble on the same night. Nia Jax being the other. And yes, he was the star of both Rumbles, man. I mean, when he came out for the
Agreed.
men's, when he hit for the men's Rumble, that was some of the happiest I'd ever been watching wrestling.
When he was trying to get the hot tag
When
for
he was trying to
Dominic.
get the hot tag, I was dying laughing of just pure joy. This was amazing.
Yeah.
This is phenomenal. Anybody in the world that is a wrestling fan that isn't enjoying this right now just doesn't even have a funny bone in their body.
That's true. And I'll put one in there if you need one.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
My dick.
Yeah. I just like R-Truth's best friend with DP, dog.
No, they got. Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah. I think he still has one friend, but we'll get to that.
We'll get
I'm
there.
not talking about the Miz. Yeah. All right. So let's see here. In the Royal Rumble, we got Braun Breaker coming out at 20. That was, I believe, the Brock Lesnar spot.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. That stinks. Because that would have been way better if it was Brock Lesnar coming out
And
clean in house.
he hit the ropes at 23 miles an hour, supposedly.
Yeah, that's pretty fast.
That's faster than Tyreek Hill runs.
I bet if Tyreek Hill could run the ropes, I bet he could get up pretty quick.
Yeah, he can slingshot himself across there. He's tiny in stature.
Yeah, I bet he'd get up to like 42 miles an hour.
He might go to 88 miles an hour and go back in time.
And in the biggest waste of time of the entire evening, and I hate to say this because I fucking love the guy, and he came back to be on commentary this evening, Pat McAfee coming in at 22 at the Royal Rumble just to walk in the ring, climb up the top rope, jump in, climb out, look at almost and Breaker, climb back out of the ring, get back in like, okay, I was just kidding, it's time to fight. And then he just jumps out like a bitch and goes back to commentary. I hated that so much. I hated that almost as much as Natalya coming out at number 1 at the Rumble.
It felt really awkward. And then he tried to say afterwards he didn't know he was going to be in it. I don't believe that for a second. But yeah, I agree. It was just kind of like he could do so much. Let him do something.
The only thing that makes me think that he didn't know he was going to be in it is I don't think he would have wore cowboy boots.
True. That's true.
Like, even if he knew he wasn't, like, I don't know. Neither here nor there. It's just a waste of time. But 2 spots later, we do get the national treasure of all Royal Rumbles. Some of the best Royal Rumble spots to happen in history. I mean, he's never going to win one.
No.
He always tries in the wrong way. Guy always comes up short, but that's our pal, R-Truth, national treasure. Later on, I believe, hopefully not, former member of the Judgment Day. So it's a sad day in all of wrestling world for everybody. That was very
He's on,
heartbreaking.
he's on the shirt though.
Yeah, they're going to keep selling them shirts. They're going to drag it out, but
Yeah, of course.
yeah. Um, so let's see here. Then we have number 30 in the Royal Rumble. We get CM Punk at 27. He comes out. He gets gassed quick, fast, and then attempts one more move, and then he gets broken. Then we get Sami Zayn making his big return at number 30. Could have come out at any other time in this match. I thought it was a letdown at 30, especially because I told my brother before, I was like, it's probably just Sami Zayn, so don't get your hopes up, because he was like yelling MJF at the screen, being a mark.
Yeah, he's marking out.
Yeah. And I go, nah, dude, it's gonna be Sami Zayn. Calm down. And sure enough, his music hit. I didn't even like make an emotion. I just stared at the screen. Like, yep,
I was racking my brain going, who could it be? It didn't even cross my mind. Then his music hit, and I was kind of like you said, underwhelmed. I was like, okay. I mean, he's great. Don't get me wrong, but 30? Come on.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Hell no. R-Truth would have been a better 30.
I would have said, what's up?
Yeah, hell yeah. Excuse me. Like last year's Royal Rumble, Gunther comes out at 1, dominates the whole thing. The entire pacing of last year's Rumble, every time the countdown hit and someone came out, it served a purpose. Like it was just everything that happened in the ring was well done. All the spots was good. This year, it just seems so predictable. Even for what I thought going into this Royal Rumble was the least predictable one in a long time. Come to find out, I was wrong. It was just old Cody Rhodes winning with CM Punk at the end, which is what I thought the final two were going to be. But
I didn't expect that outcome.
It wasn't as exciting as last year's Royal Rumble. You go back and watch the last 20 minutes of that Royal Rumble. It is just, the place is going, but you were there, but the place is going bananas the entire time. They were not doing that here. There were just stretches of just not stuff going on. Everyone just chilling in the corners. Last year at the Rumble, there was just pure pandemonium happening everywhere.
Yeah, like last week's episode, just pandemonium everywhere.
Yeah. It was everywhere.
And that's how I invented Fast and the Furious, dude.
If you don't know, please go back and take the time out of your day to enjoy. The Hulkster came on the show last week, and wonderful indie wrestler Jalen Silva, carrying Indiana on his entire back, tag team champion of the world, came on the show last week. We had an excellent Royal Rumble preview show, and it just turned into Pasta Mania, dude. Hulk Hogan, brother. It was a hell of a show.
Hulkaroos and Hulkaroos, dude.
Yep. Yeah, we'll be having him back on for the Elimination Chamber prediction show, because that was a hoot, as my granny used to say.
Gotta love Granny.
Yeah, good old Granny. She was the best. All right, but at the end of the Rumble, like last year, Cody and Gunther had Cody and CM Punk had a little 8-minute match like Gunther and Cody did. And the entire time, CM Punk was just slogging around. I was like, oh man, if he wins, his match with Seth Rollins is going to suck. I was just and I didn't want that, but he was not moving well. And then we find out later he tore his tricep, but he was not moving well at all. He looked gassed. So yeah, I didn't know if he wasn't doing any conditioning, because you see all these videos of him working out with all the NXT people all the time, or is he just taking pictures with the girls? I don't know.
Could be.
I'm no gym rat, so I'm not one to judge. I can just, when I see someone huffing air on TV, I know they're gassed. A fat man knows when someone needs some extra air. Yeah, I know the signs.
When I tie my shoes.
Yeah, like me when I just take them off. Yeah. Yeah. But overall, this match was pretty standard. Nothing crazy. Andrade returning, that was good.
That was great.
Another person who got new music, that seemed generic. Here is what we were going to give Carlito instead of the one we gave him.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of racial profiling, but it is what it is.
Well, see, we don't have the brown guy here to just make it all okay.
That's true. We got to watch our P's and Q's.
Yeah. For real. All
Come
right.
on,
So
Hoovy. Want to be ready? Come on.
Hulk Hogan had to watch his R's, dude. His hard R's.
I get a soft A, dude.
I got a soft D, dude. Ask Bubba the Lunch Bun's wife, brother. That's why Linda left me, dude. Couldn't get it up. Wasn't like the 80s when Hulkamania was running wild.
Here we go again.
You know, Vince, this one time, he had this dildo, brother, and he called it Titan Tower, dude. And then he stuck it in John Laurinaitis' ass while Pat Patterson was watching. He was very aroused, brother. It was a different time back then, dude. Different time. Jesus Christ. And
Jesus
we've done it
Christ.
again. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. All right, so let's get into Monday Night Raw. Let's get off of Vince McMahon and his shit fetish and dildo mania.
Dildo mania, brother.
All right, so Monday Night Raw is live again from Tampa Bay, from the Tampa Bay Lightning Arena. So they had a pretty big crowd there, over 15,000. It was sold out. I saw online there was 2 tickets available.
That's
2.
definitely sold out.
Yeah. All right, so the first half of Raw, we have the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre in-ring promo to kick off the show, with CM Punk announcing that he has a torn tricep and he will be missing WrestleMania. Judgment Day defeating DIY in an undisputed tag team championship match with a following Judgment Day promo with R-Truth. Very sad stuff there. Yeah. Just say your prayers on that one. You can't even do the whole. You gotta say your prayers for R-Truth. It's tough days, tough times. Then we have I had more tears because it hurt my eyes to watch. Shayna and Zoe defeating Piper Niven and Chelsea Green.
Horrible.
Yeah, I mean, outside of just looking at Chelsea Green, that doesn't. It's like, man, she looks amazing. And then you watch the rest of the match, you're like, whoa, yeah. Very nice. And then we have the Cody Rhodes promo with Seth freaking Rollins, the world heavyweight champion of the world. Nate, what did you think about this first half of Monday Night Raw?
I love when Raw is commercial free for the first hour. Obviously, from a business standpoint, I know they can't do that all the time.
Well, we caught it on the back end, brother.
I enjoyed it.
Oh no, I enjoyed it too. But that if I didn't start Raw like an hour after it actually came on, those last hour and a half was a commercial every 90 seconds.
Yeah, because they got to get their bets in.
Yeah, you would think that, I don't know how commercial free hours work. And first of all, the first commercial was 53 minutes. So
yeah, it wasn't quite an hour.
Nah, they couldn't even give us the full hour. So, but card subject to change at all times.
Of course,
anything can happen. Anything can happen. But yeah, unfortunately, CM Punk coming out, he has a torn tricep. He is not going to be able to make it to the show of shows, which leaves the question: who does Seth Rollins face at WrestleMania?
That is a great question, Chet. A lot of speculation about Gunther, which I think he could have a great match with anyone.
I like that idea.
Then again, so can Seth Rollins. Like I said before, I do have some news on that, but I don't know if I should talk about it now or
no. We get into it later. We'll get into it later. Okay, I forgot you had some breaking news about that. I do apologize.
Yeah. Breaking news.
Yes, breaking news.
I wondered, at first I was like, because when I watched the Rumble with Hoovy here, I noticed that Punk was favoring that arm when he took that DDT. He was holding his arm. He was talking to the referees. He was holding his arm. So I thought he was legitimately hurt, and I'm sure that he is. But then when Drew came out, I'm like, wait a minute. If he gets attacked, is he really hurt? Then he started throwing punches with the arm that's hurt. And I'm like, what is he doing?
Yeah. I think it's like
So
Cody's pec. Like it can only be
yeah,
can't get any worse.
yeah. And I was like, maybe it's just a certain motion that he can still do because Cody could go up and down, but he couldn't push because of his
Uh
pec. I
the
think
lack
that
of the
maybe
right titty.
yes, one
Yes.
just the one that did.
One boob.
But I was, I didn't know if it was a work or not, but I'm sure he is injured. Um, but
Oh,
I'm
he looked very
hoping.
sad when he was talking about how he wasn't going to be at WrestleMania because I do believe that him and Seth Rollins were going to main event night one. There was
I
no
thought
other
so.
direction they were going to go with that. Uh, Outside of them maybe doing Rhea and Becky, just thinking that they should have a women's match opposite of men's. That's the only thing I thought would stop them from it. But now, uh, I don't think Seth Rollins, unless it's Gunther, I don't see him main eventing night one now. Unless I'll find out later who he's going to face, so I'll get off of that. But I do want to touch on the savagery that was Drew McIntyre. If anybody was
Mm.
questioning whether this sumbitch was heel, I think it is official because he had my favorite line of the entire night. Because he seemed like sad at first, like he was sad for Punk,
Like he
and
felt bad.
like he felt bad. He's like, I just want you to know, I'm not a spiritual person, but I prayed for this, and it happened. And just the pace that he said it, and like the conviction he put on, and it happened. And I was just like, oh shit, that cold-blooded son of a bitch.
He was posting stuff today afterwards
Oh
on
yeah.
and he was posting on Twitter. I'll always call it that. I'll never call it X. Um
You know what an X
pictures
is?
of like
A bitch.
yeah, that's a bitch move, Elon. He was posting like the Jordan crying meme with Punk. He posted a lot of stuff today that
I saw
cemented
the
it.
tombstone.
Yeah, he did that one too. Yeah.
Like
He's a heel.
RIP WrestleMania main event 24-24 or something like that.
I hate that guy, but that was good.
God, that was good. That was awesome. Oh, you do hate that guy.
Not a fan, but
Not a
he's
fan.
I'm much more of a fan of heel psychopath Drew than I
Yeah.
am of happy babyface Drew.
So riddle me this, Nate Dogg. Drew McIntyre is having a match against Nick Gage. Who you got?
Drew McIntyre.
But Drew McIntyre is like 3-man band. Drew McIntyre, just
I
like
don't care.
all right.
Anybody against Nick Gage is the winner.
I do. He's MDK all day, bro. Like I don't think you understand.
No. I'd rather watch a full Steelers game in Steelers regalia than to cheer for Nick Gage. I hate that guy.
All right. I know where you stand. You've said what you said. I know where the line is now.
I stand on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, he is standing on his business.
Dude.
All right, so let's see. Judgment Day and DIY, they had a pretty good match. The fact that there was no commercials hugely helped. I mean, DIY is getting a few more cheers, but when I hear their theme music, I'm immediately like, I don't care if you win or not. Like this music sucks, and I can't let that go.
Bring back something, but not that.
Or give them the jobber entrance so I don't have to hear it. Then I just go, oh yeah, I'm rooting for these guys.
Yeah, because you feel bad. You feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Like this music sucks, man.
It's always shocking when someone gets a jobber entrance and wins. It happens few and far between, but look at Bailey. She wasn't even on the poster for the Royal Rumble. She won.
I didn't notice that. Yeah.
But and let's see. After the match, Judgment Day, and specifically Damian Priest, calls out our national hero, R-Truth, to the ring, and because he wants to apologize to R-Truth about what happened at the Rumble. And R-Truth, he comes out looking worried, and Damian promises him, he's like, I promise I'm not going to hit you. He didn't promise anybody else wasn't going to hit him. So Truth gets in the ring. And then he tells him that he converted his cash into crypto and liquidated his assets. And the priest is like, there is absolutely no way you know what any of that means.
Yeah. And he wanted to laugh so bad. He was trying so hard not to laugh.
That's got to be tough, man. That's got to be
Yeah.
tough. Because not only is R-Truth saying these things, but when you're standing 4 feet from him and those facial expressions he makes when he says it, just the way his eyes light up and he starts smiling, it's so great. It's great. This guy's phenomenal. He's an ageless wonder. Looks
And if
younger
you
than
don't
I
like
do.
him, fuck you.
I mean, you know, he does consider Damian Priest his big brother, Finn Balor, that creepy uncle.
Yeah, and when he said, Damien, you're like my older brother, Damien mouthed, you're older than me.
That was
By a
great.
lot, too. He's like 20 years older than Damian Priest.
No, he's like 12 years older. Damian Priest is like 41.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, yeah.
He's at least 40, but I'm pretty sure I heard on a podcast recently he was 41. I think R-Truth's 53 or 52.
I know he's in his 50s. I know that.
He's in his 50s. And he looks
still
younger
good.
than both of us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a picture of him when he won the NWA title, and then a picture of him like 2 weeks ago at Judgment Day. He looks like he's like a year older.
He's stayed in the sun for just a little too long.
Just a little too long. All right, and let's see here. Don't give a rat's ass about that women's tag.
Just
moving on. Cody Rhodes, the American Cody Roadster, winning the back-to-back Royal Rumbles. First guy to do it, says Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What?
Piece of trash. And yeah, you know, he gets the "you deserve it" chance. And then he asked Samantha to announce him again, and that was all right, I guess. She's really good at it, but it was kind of weird.
She's great. Yeah.
You know, let's see. Seth Rollins comes out. Yeah, because you know, Cody's questioning, should I challenge Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? And then he does the, if it wasn't you guys, like that little crying thing. I immediately was like, I hope you don't finish this fucking story ever. Every time he does that, like shit, like, and then just it's just fake as shit. I hope it's the never-ending story, like the movie.
Great film, by the way.
Yeah, great, phenomenal film.
That Hoovie's never seen.
Probably not.
I'll allow it.
So Seth Rollins comes out. He tries to convince Cody that he wants him, that he should face him at WrestleMania. And all of his reasons were stupid. Very stupid. He called his heavyweight championship the workman. What do you call it? The workman's championship?
Yeah, the workman's title.
The blue collar title.
Yeah, that was it.
You know, let's see. Where the hell am I at my notes? Oh, but the funniest thing here was he goes, do you remember why this title came to be? It was because the people were sick and tired of Roman Reigns showing up every other week, every other month, then every 6 months, not defending the title, cheating when he did. He said, this title is for us, by us. And I was like, oh, the FUBU title. Okay, right on.
It makes sense now.
Yeah. I was like, all right. And then he goes, obviously, it's not the other title, dude. Because he goes, what title do you want? Do you want the Hollywood title? Do you want the Hulk Hogan title, dude? Because, you know, Hulk Hogan, brother, he would never be seen with the likes of a FUBU title, dude. For us, by us, brother. You can have that, dude. I got all my Hulkamaniacs over here where the water's not hot still, dude. And I'm going to have my Hollywood Hulk Hogan title. And I'm going to post and I'm going to continue to politic my way all the way back to the top, dude. Still got one more in me, brother.
I hope not, dude.
Yeah, you think, yeah, your dad, Dusty Rhodes, keep crying about him. Jack.
He's doing a lot of crying lately. Everybody's getting a little upset with him.
I'm annoyed with that.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Listen, if he beats Roman, I'm going to pop, but still.
Yeah, I am too. And then 2 weeks later, we're all going to remember that everyone loves the babyface Chase more than they do the champion.
Yes, that's 100%
Yep.
accurate.
And insert Gunther or something. I don't know. Like, and then it makes it interesting. Something good. Like it can't be him losing the title to Roman. Then like I could see Roman going away for a few months and coming back at what is it?
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam
Yeah.
and having some match where maybe like Solo fucks him over or something. I don't know. This is just me just marking in my brain, doing mark math.
Mark math.
Yeah.
Carry the one.
Carry the one.
Rolo versus
move over the Thomas for the Rock.
Roman Solo at SummerSlam. Got it.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Yeah, that one Uso in every corner.
It's gonna be a Uso on a pole match.
Yeah. You got Rikishi on a pole match.
That better be a strong ass pole, brother.
All right, so that let's see. Now we get on to the second part of Monday Night Raw, which was not nearly as good as the first half due to the fact that more than half of it was commercials.
Lots of commercials.
And yes, and the main event was, first of all, it was the same exact match we've seen like 10 times in the past 20 weeks. I swear, this main event.
Yeah.
Which was, Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre, which is the last match Sami Zayn had singles match before he got hurt by Drew McIntyre. So, yeah, that was great. But let's see. In the second part, we had Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso, defeating fat-ass Bronson Reed. And then in the back, we have Andrade Cien Almas. He's not El Idolo anymore. Signing a contract with Raw. Intercontinental Championship match with the Ring General Gunther defeating Kofi Kingston of the New Day. Got Bayley's Royal Rumble promo and the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane defeating Tegan Nox and Natalya. Not even sure if that was a championship match or not. Really don't care. I do like the Kabuki Warriors are the champions. That's cool. Hopefully they'll eventually have a good program with somebody. I can't remember one single women's tag team program that was interesting that involves these titles. Not one.
No, the titles are cursed.
Yeah. I can't think of anything good. And let's see. And finally, we have Drew McIntyre defeating Sami Zayn to end Monday Night Raw. So I know that the thing you want to talk most about is this women's tag team match. So we'll just save that for never. And let's move on. That. Yeah. One thing I like about the Andrade contract signing in the back, I love this little back and forth with the two GMs. And it's like all in good fun. And, but, Aldis rubbing in the face of Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce, hey, we got Andrade. Oh, well, I got to take a phone call. Hold on, it's Braun Breaker. I'm like, all right, I like how they're doing this shit now. This is dope.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this.
Speaking of those two guys, we also forgot to touch on the Royal Rumble pre-show where they were drawing numbers. Or was that on SmackDown last week?
That was on SmackDown. Numbers. They drew numbers on the pre-show. I didn't see that.
No, it must have been It must have been SmackDown. You're right.
Oh yeah, SmackDown was awesome. There was some good spots. SmackDown.
He called Nick Aldis Adam Pearce.
Yeah, he called him Adam, and he was like, "Your hair, how did it grow so fast?" Thick. He's like, "It's got so much body."
Yeah, that's what he said. It's got so much body.
It's got so much body.
But anyway, I digress.
And then next time he sees him, he's like, "Hey man, where'd your hair go?"
So good.
But Friday Night SmackDown, after the Carmelo Hayes match, Trick Williams comes out to the biggest pop of the night.
Humongous.
And
then he wasn't even in the Rumble.
And I was like, he's in the Rumble. Kept waiting for him to come out, and then he didn't. And I was like, that was a waste because that place would have exploded.
You could have put him in McAfee's spot.
What the hell? Jeez. I mean, it was only 4 matches. I didn't care if each Rumble went an hour and 40 minutes if there were only 4 matches.
Yeah. No, I'm with you 100%. That was my favorite part, but no. What was the first part of the second half?
Main event Jey Uso defeating fat ass Bronson Reed.
Oh yeah. No. He gets 0 reaction, no boos, no cheers. It's just dead silent. And it's almost secondhand embarrassment. I feel bad for the guy.
It's not. I've told Hoovy before. I don't know if you were on when he was in New Japan when he got fired or released. He was over there beating Okada, and they had him build as some monster heel.
Yeah.
And he's just some guy in the back talking about I'm coming for championship opportunities, and then the
Uncle
first guy you
Bobby.
face, you lose. Yeah, Uncle Bobby.
Yeah, it does.
Uncle
I feel
Bobby.
bad for the guy because, like you said, he was a monster in Japan, and now he's just kind of hanging out.
I mean, I never cared for him in NXT. Like he'd come out and then he'd just like hold his hand up like the Dark Order, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what? And then he'd have like a Davy Crockett's raccoon on his fucking shoulder. I don't know what it was, some kind of dragon. I don't know. It
But he's an
wasn't good.
athlete, he's a good
Yeah,
wrestler.
hey,
But
I'll give it to him. Yeah, he's
he
good.
just comes out, and everybody just goes to the bathroom.
They've never given me nothing to enjoy about him. There's been
Yeah,
plenty of wrestlers who I've seen the first 10 times I see him, and I go, this person sucks. I'll never like him. And then once they start showing me stuff, I love them. Like,
yeah.
let's see,
Look at
Cameron
LA Knight.
Grimes, and then LA Knight. I liked LA Knight since he was Eli Drake from TNA, so I
Yeah,
already
dummy.
had a huge
Yeah.
dummy. Yeah, dummy. When he had the dummy button, awesome.
Dude, when he went to Mexico, and he's running around going, "See,"
See, dummy.
it was so good. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that
no,
was
I'm
good
with
stuff.
you. He's just kind of there. He's just there.
Yeah,
And
he's
it's
just there.
It's not working for me. But some people may like him. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. It insists upon itself.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what that's from?
I don't.
When Peter Griffin and Family Guy's like, Godfather didn't like it. Not a fan. Not a fan. It insists upon itself.
That show. I don't know how it got away with some of the stuff it got away with.
I don't know how they get away with some of it they still do in
Yeah.
2024.
Are they showing new episodes still?
They're showing new episodes, but I've seen clips from like episodes from the past 3 years because I quit watching, I don't know, probably like 10 years ago on a regular basis because they just did what the Simpsons did, just become blah, just putting content out for the sake of content. But it's a phenomenal show. Love it. But yeah, they still do like some serious racist clips on the reg. It's crazy.
I'm all in.
You're back in. Sign
I'm
me
back
up.
in.
Yes.
Put me down for
What
two.
subscription? What subscription service are they on?
Sign me up, Jack.
It's called Triple K Plus Platinum Edition. Whoa, dude.
Whoa, dude. I'm wearing the right color for it, dude.
Those colors don't run, brother. All right, so let's see here. We got wow. Damage Control. Bailey talked about being the 24 winner of the Royal Rumble, seeing that everyone in Damage Control is going to have gold. Then Rhea Ripley comes out looking like a gazillion dollars, like she always does. And I'm so into everything that's happening. And then out comes Grimace. Or I had a grimace on my face. I don't know. I couldn't really decipher what was going on. Nia Jax attacks Rhea Ripley from behind, starts beating her up. And I did not enjoy that. Didn't like that. Don't like to see Rhea Ripley get beat up like that. But the best part was Damage Control just sitting there laughing and just like kind of slowly getting out of the way. That was good stuff. I enjoyed that.
Does that put Rhea and Nia in the main event of Elimination Chamber? Because they're in Australia?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get that out of the way. She's not facing her at WrestleMania. That's going to be the man, Becky Lynch.
She's going to win the women's chamber.
Yeah. That's probably what's going to happen. Yep, absolutely. But, Nia Jax, she's just constantly a thorn in the women's division side and all wrestling fans everywhere.
Now, thorn in my penis's side as well.
It's not good. That's not good, dude.
No. I should see a doctor.
Yeah, that stings a little bit. You should probably get that checked out. And then we have the main event. Drew McIntyre defeating Sami Zayn for the 14th time in the last, I don't know how many weeks since outside of Sami's hiatus. It was a decent match. It's always a good match. They beat the crap out of each other. Drew hit a devastating Claymore to win it.
Sami puts on a good match with anybody.
Absolutely. But yeah, that's the end of Monday Night Raw. Coming out of it, some big takeaways. CM Punk's not going to be at WrestleMania. That's kind of depressing. Maybe it shifts some, like Kofi Kingston, Kofi Mania, something like that comes out of all this. All that happened because Mustafa Ali got injured, got a concussion on SmackDown like 2 weeks before the Elimination Chamber. And that's how Kofi Kingston won the World Heavyweight Championship from the Planet's Championship from Daniel Bryan.
Yep.
Yeah. All because Mustafa Ali got injured. None of that would ever happen. So who knows? Anything could happen coming out of this. Somebody could be
big old
made
what
a
if.
mega star. I mean, there's a wide opening for Gunther to just grab that title and just beat the shit out of everybody and go on
It's
like
possible.
not necessarily as long as Roman Reigns, but a good. There's no need for him to lose for a while. He just went do what Ultimate Warrior did, win the title and then just vacate the Intercontinental title, never even lose that. Just go down as the
just give
greatest
it up.
champion ever, never even lost it.
Let's have a tournament. I'm in.
Yeah. I like WWE tournaments. I hate AEW tournaments.
Yeah, with the
I don't know
point
why.
system and stuff, that's garbage. Dude.
Dumb. And then, not to mention, it was right after you finished one tournament, which was right after you finished the other some tag team tournament. Then right before that, they had the Owen Hart tournament. Then you had the something Memorial Classic. I've done all my cocaine tournament. It's crazy.
Somebody get me another 8-ball tournament.
Yeah, you ready to get some awards for this bad bitch? Some Sofa King awards?
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. All right, Nate Dogg. Who did you have as the Sofa King worst on the mic?
It was a relatively good show. But I would have to say the Judgment Day. Just dissing our boy R-Truth. I didn't like it.
I don't like that at all.
It upsets me.
It is upsetting. It's sad.
It's almost like it happened to me, and it didn't. I felt his pain.
Yeah, that did sting to like the core for some reason.
Yeah.
I had a lot of empathy for him.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah. So, yeah. I went with, oddly, one of my favorite voices in all of sports entertainment for the past couple of years. I had Pat McAfee, but it was just for a specific line he said, not him in general. It was during the main event, Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed match, and he just goes, "The crowd just turned this match into Yeet versus Meat." And I was like,
I loved that. I thought it was great.
I didn't like that. I thought it was
fair
dumb.
enough. Fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Who did you have as a Sofa King best on the mic?
To piggyback off of you, sir, I had Pat McAfee, but specifically when CM Punk was about to say, "I am going to bust my," and then Drew's music hit, and CM Punk said, "I did not expect that," and Pat McAfee goes, "Yeah, he expected to say ass."
Oh yeah, that was good.
It was
that
so
was
great.
good.
That was so great.
That was phenomenal. That's what I love about Pat McAfee is he adds like that into, like, just those little just quip 1 line 3-word jabs. He just gets him in between Cole, creaming his pants. Well, I forgot to talk about that from the Royal Rumble, the Women's Royal Rumble, where he creamed his fucking pants.
Like, over the
I got the reaction video with me and my brother, and we just go, what the fuck is happening? Like, why is he coming buckets right now? I had no idea.
He was loving the antlers, dude. I don't get it, but whatever.
Well, apparently, every week on SmackDown, I never pick this up because I don't pay attention to when they're talking about Valhalla or Michael Cole on Raw. He would say, "Where are her antlers?" And then Wade Barrett kept making fun of him for not being able to say antlers, and he could never get out the word right. He's been trying to talk about this for weeks, and he just keeps fucking the word up. And then Wade Barrett makes fun of him, and they just get off of it because somebody clipped a video together. Because I was like, I got to figure out why he just combed his drawers. And I don't hear you. You're muted.
I'm back.
You're back. He's back.
I'm back, everybody.
Yes, he's back. Let's see. Did you hear what I said?
I heard everything. Yeah, I heard
Oh,
everything.
okay, cool. Excellent. And that's the gospel, brother. You should just take that as word.
I do wholeheartedly.
I appreciate that. Let's move on. Who did you have as the? Oh, I had. Sorry, we got on the Royal Rumble tangent. I had Drew McIntyre. I want you to know that I'm not a spiritual person, but I prayed for this to happen. That was mine. Excellent.
It was
line.
good. That was very good. As much as I dislike him, that was good.
Yeah. Who'd you have as that was the Sofa King hottest thing on your TV?
Well, I switched it up this week, and I went with Liv Morgan from the Royal Rumble.
Man, she looked good.
Yeah.
She looked great. Yeah.
I
She did look good. Me and my brother thought she was doing like an Ashley Massaro cosplay with the Vince McMahon allegations because she killed herself and she was also during like the Divas, bra and panties, ruthless aggression era. That's when Vince was the biggest pervert in the world. So who knows what he was having her do. So I don't know if there was any symbolism there. That's what me and my brother picked up on. But sometimes we look way too deep into things and see meaning that's not there just to make a funny joke.
Just to mark it up.
That's not a funny joke, but yeah, just to mark out. I had Chelsea Green, the best part of that women's tag team match.
That's what I usually pick.
Yeah. She looked great. She looks great always. Who did you have as your Sofa King Gross?
I think we all know the answer to this.
Ooh.
Nia Jax.
No. Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, man. Didn't see that coming. Neither does any other man around her. Oh. Hey, yo. I had, Shane O'Bays.
That's an excellent decision as well. That's just, never mind.
Yeah, well, there's nothing you say. What was the Sofa King shittiest move of the week? Sofa King shitty.
The more I thought about it, I just 2 women's tag team matches on Raw.
That does suck.
Because out of the 8 participants, there were only 2 good participants, and that would be the Kabuki Warriors. Like
Chelsea Green's gotten better, but she still looks like a deer in headlights sometimes out there.
Yeah, sometimes she gets lost, and it's like, okay, let's give them a little bit less time here. But equal opportunity, I guess.
Yeah. My Sofa King shitty move of the week. I thought it was a dirtbag move, actually. I thought it was a low down move by the Judgment Day. That's how I got it. On Our Boy, Our Truth. Yeah. That what a lowbrow maneuver.
That's terrible.
What a maneuver. All right. What did you have as a Sofa King awesome match?
Probably, as many botches as it was, I love the Women's Royal Rumble. I had a great time watching it. But if we're sticking with Raw, I would probably say DIY and the Judgment Day.
Yes. I would have had whichever of those 2 matches between that and Gunther versus Kofi Kingston, whichever one got no commercials was getting my vote. Because those were both
fair
excellent.
enough.
Yep. I go with the DIY match.
Let's go, sweep it.
Yeah, sweep it. Let's fucking go. What'd you have as a Sofa King bad match? Ding dong. I wonder if I can guess this.
Shayna Baszler and her
Ooh.
partner versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven.
All right. I just put women's tag match. And if anybody was going to ask which one, I was just going to say pick one.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah, the answer is yes. Yes, absolutely.
Which women's match? Bet? Yes.
Yes.
Very nice.
If who is here? C.
Who's actually on assignment trying to find a good women's tag team title match?
Yes, actually.
We may never see him again.
Yeah, we're just trying to find a good woman. We're not really sure what he's up to, but we're hoping for the best for him. I'm rooting for you, Hoovy. I mean, he's one
You
beautiful
got
brown
this.
son of a bitch. You got this, bro.
Yeah.
Got this.
After he left my house, I smelled the sheets.
Were they wet?
No, he wasn't sleeping on his back.
Oh, hey.
Ew.
Oh, hey.
Ew.
All right, you ready to get into some news and rumors and probably just overall bullshit that the dirt bags of the dirt sheet.
The ending of the Royal Rumble will be a giant surprise. And now here I am waiting for the surprise. I'm like, it's not over yet. Where's the surprise? No surprise.
Ha! Cody want to give. That's a surprise.
I don't got you. Huh?
All right. All right, I'm going to let you go first with what you have because I'm very interested to know about your breaking news from earlier in the episode.
Just before we came on air, ProWrestlingTees.com has reported that they are been told to pull all of their Okada merchandise
Oh, shit.
off of the website,
No way, dude.
which guarantees that he's coming.
Oh, I'm coming right now.
Can you imagine Okada versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania?
Scratch everything I said earlier. That's what has to happen. Remember how I said good things could happen to someone
That's-
getting,
That could happen.
God damn, let's go, dude. I'm now pumped for Mania.
As soon as I heard that, it made the CM Punk news sting just a little less.
Yes.
Or Okada
That is
versus
awesome.
Gunther.
I hope that happens. Or Okada versus Gunther. Oh my
Okada,
gosh.
they might put him with somebody he's familiar with.
Styles.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Put him versus Styles at Mania just so he's comfortable.
Oh man, that would be awesome. Him versus Kevin Owens.
Okada versus Balor. Andrade.
Okada versus Punk if he's ever not hurt.
I've got a, just
Okada
just for
versus
that.
Roman Reigns.
Listen, I'd take that. I'd take Okada versus anybody.
Yeah. What about Nick Gage at WrestleMania, main eventing night 1 in a death match?
I'd
And
still
you
go.
are there. Yeah. Busted nut. You'd be rooting hard against.
Oh, fuck that guy. I hate Nick Gage.
Yeah.
But no, that would be great. If there's rumors that he's going to go to NXT first. A lot of people are upset about it, but it makes sense. All those big guys, like Nakamura went to NXT first, Balor went to NXT, Kevin Owens went to NXT. They have to learn the American style. It's different.
Yeah, like AJ Styles, he did American television for TNA for like 15 years before he went to New Japan.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, and like who's another one that did came? Oh, Logan Paul. He was never going to NXT to have a match.
But they just taught him from scratch. He was green as goose shit. But
and now he's golden as a golden goose egg.
He's great. Everything he touches turns to gold. And Prime is delicious.
Is it? I've never had one.
And we are not sponsored by Prime in any way, shape, or form. But Logan Paul, if you're listening, and we know that you are, send us some cases. We'll advertise the shit out of it, dude.
No, dude, I will sell my soul right now to get some of that Prime money.
I'll take anything you want to give me, Logan.
I don't want a piece of the pie, just a little sliver, dog. Help the brother out.
The whole thing.
Yeah. Speaking of pie,
I want to shit on your pie.
You ever had a chocolate cream pie? My favorite.
Yes. Other news. Do you have anything? Because after I heard that, I was saying, hit me with him, dude. Because after I heard that, I lost all train of thought.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's awesome. That is so incredible. Okada. Oh my god. I'm hard.
That's all
All right, so let's see here. The only new thing that I have is news. Is everything else will be rumor after this. Is Logan Paul has said that he has renewed his contract with WWE. He's been training at the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida for the past couple of months, and added if WWE is going to be something of a full-time job for him, he feels like he maybe should stop treating it as a hobby. So maybe we'll be seeing a little more Logan Paul moving forward. I mean,
would love that.
we already see him more than Reigns, and he's part-time.
Right. Every 6 months, one match every 6 months.
Pretty much. 2 title defenses in 2023, I believe. 2.
Yeah.
Mania and SummerSlam.
I think you're right. I think that's it.
2. And speaking of Logan Paul, his opponent from this past Saturday at the Royal Rumble, Kevin Owens, reportedly worked through a foot injury. Dave Meltzer reports that he has worked through a fractured foot that he suffered during his win over Santos Escobar during the number 1 contenders match on SmackDown, which is funny because they had him nurse a fake broken hand. And you could not even tell that he had anything wrong with his foot during that match. I didn't notice he was walking with a limp or nothing, so it was a shock to me.
Yeah, I did not know that.
So apparently that match was 14 minutes, and he showed no signs of a broken foot. And I don't see him getting it surgically repaired because that would probably put him out for a couple months, and that would be bad timing. So I think he's just going to wait this one out and just hope the fracture heals. I would assume. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, and I've never played one on TV.
Fair enough.
Yep. Another thing, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins is reportedly definitely not happening at WrestleMania 40 per Dave Meltzer. So take that with a grain of shit, because who knows? All these guys are batting about a 42% clip, and that's just because half this shit's just going to be right. But we'll see what happens there. Drew McIntyre still reportedly has not signed a new contract, so he is roughly down to what is believed to be about 2 months left on his contract. So that leaves him finishing up right after Mania, which is weird because they're pushing him so hard. I don't know if they're trying to let him know, like, hey, we're going to push you, re-sign. I think it's still a money dispute. Not everybody can be champion at one time, so I don't know if it's something about that. He feels like he's not on a prominent spot in the card. I'm like, dude, just run shop on the mid-card. Once Gunther loses that Intercontinental title, you'd make a run with it. Do something.
Yeah, he's in the main event picture, 100%.
Yeah, he is. But a lot of people say that he thinks he isn't and stuff like that. I don't know. Everybody has an opinion on the matter. I just like the fact that he's out there. Yeah, that is your opinion on the matter.
Yeah, I know.
Politely fuck off.
It's an unpopular opinion. I know a lot of people do enjoy watching him on the television.
He is one sexy gentleman. Chisel.
That is true.
How he's not won People Magazine's Sexiest Man of the Year, but like Jason Kelsey's up for the honor, which, hey, appreciate it. Doing it all for fatties out there, all those big bears. But, if you're like, who's sexier, Jason Kelsey or Drew McIntyre? I'm going to go Drew McIntyre. I've never seen Jason Kelsey's dick fling off the top rope at WrestleMania. So
he also hasn't been to WrestleMania. So if he comes, and it is in Philadelphia this year, so I'm just saying, we might
have just worked our way into a shoot there, dude.
Don't work yourself into a shoot, brother.
All right. So with so Pat McAfee was not just a one-time fixture at the Royal Rumble, as you saw on Monday Night Raw. He is now the full-time Monday Night Raw color announcer with Michael Cole moving forward. So that's awesome. I love that
I'm
too.
Huge fan.
3 hours of McAfee and Cole. They were awesome. McAfee makes Cole tolerable. Yeah. And Wade Barrett's great. And that leads to Wade Barrett and Corey Graves are going to be on SmackDown. It has not been reported if it's going to be a 2-man booth. Hopefully not, with Graves getting a chance at being the play-by-play guy. What I'm hoping for, if it's not Mauro Ranallo, Wade, and Corey Graves, then it's Vic Joseph, Wade, and Corey Graves. And
I'll be okay with that too.
I don't know who they're going to have work with Booker T and NXT, but at this point, I wouldn't care. I'd much rather have Vic Joseph should have been there the whole time over what's his turd?
Yeah,
Kevin Patrick. Yeah. Turdy.
Well, Vic Joseph does that podcast with Corey Graves too. So they're used to working with each other. I think their chemistry would be fine.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I might be onto something there. They might be onto something. I like to see that. I would love to see Morrow, or they bring Morrow back for NXT. I will start watching NXT every week again.
I would watch just for him. No bullshit.
Yep, I'd be right back in
100%.
it.
He
Yep,
was
all
great.
phenomenal. The absolute best.
Yep. If you watch one of my favorite matches I've ever seen live and in person, Johnny Gargano versus
Nick
Andrade.
Gage.
No, watch your mouth. He made that like when I saw that match live, and it was at Takeover Philly, and it was a phenomenal match.
It
But if
was
you
a
go
great
back,
match.
if you go back and watch it when you're not there and watch like everybody else did with Morrow, it just elevates it, dude.
Oh, that's
He's
awesome,
he's incredible.
dude. I go back and watch those like 2000, probably into 14 takeovers all the way up to the pandemic. Every show was 4 or 5 matches. Excellent. There was always a new superstar sitting
Mm-hmm.
ringside to make you go, ooh, look at what new toy Triple H has.
Yep.
Aha, this is going to be awesome. Oh, shit. That's Drew McIntyre, dude. He's about to run shop here, bro. They're going to give him a really badass theme down in NXT, and then they're really going to tone it down when he gets up to the main roster, bro.
Vince is gonna shit himself.
Yeah, because this NXT theme hits hard.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was great. It's like
Get
more
a
heavy
good,
metal to it.
get a good title run down there.
Yeah, I mean, just the Bobby Roode, the glorious run, that was incredible. All the what ifs that should have been done with that. God, if Vince would have been caught 5 years ago and Triple H had been running this thing and had all those people during that
Oh,
time, oh my God.
oh,
Collective just busting nuts everywhere. Ectoplasms
so much,
everywhere.
so much sperm.
Open a fucking bank. Dude,
It'd
yeah,
be like Wells Fargo up in this
yeah.
bitch.
Sofa Key Smarks come depository.
Do not make that the title of the episode.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I haven't thought of nothing yet, but it's not gonna be the Sofa King Smarts come depository.
It's
Now,
definitely
I
not
mean,
going to be
when we
that.
start an OnlyFans, that definitely could be a title.
Hoovie's got one. We'll just piggyback off that.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, I don't know. His rate's pretty high. What is? I don't know. I don't know the transfer rate in pesos to, but it says something like 25,000 pesos, and that could be $3, or that could be like $100 a month. I don't
I'm
know.
not willing to take that chance.
Yeah, I'm not willing to take that chance either. But that's all I got for news. That's all I got for rumors. So you got anything else? Did
I
any more
saw
breaking
one.
news come in?
I don't see anything breaking, but just said Mercedes Moné is supposed to start wrestling by March, and it's not going to be with WWE. So that means I don't care.
Yeah. And just another person that's gonna be on AEW on Wednesday night, sometime between 9:15 and 9:40.
And then in
Because
4 weeks, be on Dark on YouTube.
yeah, or Rampage. God, Rampage is terrible. It's so sad because Collision actually puts on good matches in front of 1,700 people. It
Yeah.
like that the way Tony Khan has what Danielson tells him to like book the matches on Collision. It's more of a wrestling show. You look at this Wednesday's Dynamite. John Moxley's facing Jeff Hardy, like probably in the main event. For I don't know
I don't want
why.
anything to do with that.
I don't want nothing to do with that match. And then Samoa Joe, who's awesome, and he's currently the champion of the worst AEW programming time. He is going to be on commentary. They're doing his old job during Swerve's match where him and Hangman get to pick each other's partners. Some dumb shit that doesn't make sense. Dude, on Rampage this past week, I want one real question I got to ask you before you go, because it's been,
Yeah.
they had a freshly squeezed fatal 4-way. What the fuck does that mean? And he wasn't even in the match.
So I don't know. I don't know anything. The only thing I know about AEW from this weekend was that botch where that guy tried to do a standing shooting star press and landed on his neck.
Oh, did he?
On Eddie. Yeah, I'll send it to you later. The real
Oh, Eddie
short,
Kingston faced didn't he face like
short,
another fat
short
guy?
black guy. No, short black guy, muscular, kind of stout. That guy tried to do a
Shane
standing.
Taylor?
Yeah, he tried to do a standing shooting star press onto Eddie Kingston and barely rotated, landed right on his neck. That's the only thing I
Brock
knew.
Lesnar himself.
So,
Damn.
yeah, exactly, but from a standing position.
Oh,
So
and go ahead.
when you just told me there was a freshly squeezed four-way, I said,
Fatal
okay.
four-way.
Yeah, in my head, right up here, my brain housing group, I said, okay, so Orange Cassidy and 3 other guys, right? But then you told me he wasn't even in it.
Nah.
So I don't know. I'm at a
And
loss.
it didn't say for a shot at the Orange Cassidy title book bag championship. I don't know. It's just I want the show to be so good. In 2019, when both of those shows came on, I've told the story before. Every Wednesday, I woke up from my job I hated at the time.
Your shoot job, brother.
Yeah, my shoot job, dude. And I would get in the shower and I'd be like so pumped. I'm like, when I get off work today, I get to watch 4 hours of programming because AEW and NXT were both on back to back. I was like, this is fucking awesome. It doesn't get any better than this, and everything was good. They were battling each other back and forth. Raw and SmackDown were terrible. Roman Reigns was pouring dog food on Corbin and shit and doing Vince McMahon's wildest fantasies with dog food instead of feces. And dude, AEW was so good. So when I comment on people's posts about when they make stupid comments about why is this booking nonsensical, and then they start defending it with illogical reasoning, and then I destroy them with logic. And then they go, well, you're just a WWE stan. And I'm like, you have no idea how much I want AEW to be better than WWE because WWE is always going to be there. I want AEW to be awesome. They have the tools. They just have a fucking moron running the place.
Yep, it's competition is good, and I believe that we could watch both and be happy with it, but just one is not good right now.
No, and Tony Khan once said there's only room for one Khan in wrestling, and right now it ain't you, buddy.
Ain't you, brother? Oh, I forgot one piece of news, Chet.
All right.
I have been blocked by my first wrestler on social media.
Oh yeah, that is right.
Welcome I am to now the club. Blocked by Marty Jannetty.
Yes. Would you care to tell us why?
Well, I loved the Rockers growing up. All right,
Don't
get me wrong; they were my favorite tag team. But I'm trying to see if I still have the screenshot here. Yeah, right here. He posted, "How do you rate the Rumble on a scale of 10, 10 being the best?" And I commented, "Hold on, why does it not go away? Get out of here." I commented, "What's a 1? A truck stop bathroom?"
And that is so awesome.
Now I can't see his stuff anymore.
Damn, he blocked you. Contrast of his.
when you edit this week, like right up here, don't forget to put my little championship belt.
Oh yeah, you get your championship belt. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's one last note before we go. We had the Royal Rumble prediction show. Yeah, very important stuff. Very important stuff. I went into the Royal Rumble as the reigning, defending, undisputed world heavyweight champion of wrestling predictions in the Sofa King Smarts business market of podcasting, champion of the world. I lost that title to I thought was Jalen Silva, who had the most points on the scorecard, but per rules are rules.
Per rules.
Young Nate here drew number 15 as his spot for the men's Rumble, and if that spot hit, they were automatically the winner of the Rumble. Therefore, and new Sofa King Smarts, I-95, blah, 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 Eurocontinental champion, Nate, the shit man. No, sorry, Nate Smythe. Just kidding.
Let's go.
Big champion.
I will defend this title with honor.
Yeah. So what are we doing for Elimination Chamber? We're gonna do a prediction show, and then we're just gonna roll a dice, and whatever number we get, if that guy wins, you win.
I'm not sure. It's up to Hoovy. He makes the rules. He's got the creative brain.
Yeah. We'll see. I gotta win my title back. It was no one's defended their title yet. Hoovy won the first one, the Survivor Series, and then I won Survivor Series. He won the first one at Crown Jewel. Okay. And then I won Survivor Series, and you're now the Rumble champion. So we coming back in about 4 weeks time, I believe. 3 or 4 weeks for Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
It's going to be at 5 a.m. So I'll probably just be watching it when I wake up with notifications on my phone turned off, and just watch it live as if it is, because I'm not have any outside communication to the world. Because nothing worse than not watching a event live and then just getting on your phone and screwing up and hitting Facebook or something and not even thinking about it. And then it's like you just the whole results.
Yep. Or somebody will post, I can't believe this happened.
Yeah, I can't believe it. God damn it. Jesus Christ.
It'll be in 4 weeks from Saturday.
Nice. You are the champion of the world. Is there anything you want to tell the fine folks on your way out?
Make sure you like and subscribe, please. Don't forget. And you know what else you could do that'll really help us out? Share with your friends. Just hit the share button. It's free to do. It doesn't cost anything.
It doesn't cost you anything at all.
Nothing. Share the podcast.
Sharing is caring. Support the community. I support every wrestling podcast I know. I try to spread the joy of wrestling. It's a wonderful thing, especially when everyone's not arguing with each other and just getting along and enjoying everything that's happening. And that's what we do over here at Sofa King Smarks Podcast. And so you can follow us at Sofa King Smarks Podcast on all major social media platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. I am Chet Von Chetsky. You can follow me at Chet is Wrestling on all those same devices. And I am also on MySpace. Nate, you're in my top 8. You've moved up to the number 1 spot. You're the champion. Hoovy, sorry, you've been demoted to number 2. And yeah, it's tough sledding. Tough sledding.
Thank you for watching Sofa King Smarks Podcast. Yeah. And if you could do the Macho Man a favor, if you could please give them a like, follow, and subscribe, the Macho Man would appreciate it.